The horse exhibits a lot of pain, I found out.
Should he have stepped on a rock, he would in all probability have bled to death.
For a horse this size to have to walk around in these is disgusting.
That's completely unreasonable.
If you want to fight, I can get you boxing gloves, but we're not here for that. My first case ever with worms.
Come here, Sophie. Get him, Rusty.
Can I say something?
No. If she hadn't had an oral agreement, how do you do? I've been a judge for 32 years, at least. First time I've ever had a horse in the courtroom, but I think we can manage it. Tell me what happened in this case.
Sir, on February 5th, we had Steve Olney out to shoe our horse Dusty, who's here in the courtroom. When he came out that day, he proceeded to shoe the horse while my wife went to pick up our youngest daughter from school. When my wife got back, Steve had cut the front hooves so short and rasped the walls so far in, the horse was in obvious pain.
Did you see this?
No, I saw it, Your Honor.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Well, then why don't you tell me?
Well, when I came home from picking my younger daughter up from school, his hooves were literally bleeding onto Steve's shoe, and I, brought it up to his attention, and he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. Basically, that's what it was all the time. He was fine, but it wasn't fine. He was shaking, literally shaking in pain.
How long did he bleed?
For about 2 minutes.
Did you do anything for him after that?
Well, after he finally finished his amazing shoeing,
No. Did you do anything for the horse?
No, he didn't. We administered...
No, not him. Did you have anything done for the horse?
Yes.
With a vet or
yes.
with any...
Yes, I did.
All right. You took him to a vet?
No, the vet came out to us.
When?
The following day the vet came out after the horse couldn't walk.
Okay. Pay him for shoeing the horse?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How much?
$65.
The horse is pigeon-toed with a recent attempt at corrective shoeing. Was that what you were trying to do?
It'd be better called therapeutic shoeing at this point. Corrective takes place in the first year of the horse's life,
Well, I've
maybe
never
first
heard
6
that.
months.
Your Honor, we've got the shoes. A normal pair of Dusty shoes, and the shoes, these are the ones he put on. You can see cut it so severely, there's like over a half an inch overlap in that.
Have you seen these, sir?
He made them.
Whichever pair that
Well,
is,
I
made.
want you to look at them and tell me if those are the shoes, one that you made and the other that he had on.
They were his special edition.
This shoe was one that I made.
Did the horse bleed before or after your shoeing?
I believe he had a bruise in his foot, and it did expel some blood out as I was working on it.
Okay. And is that because of the way you were shoeing it?
That is because if I could demonstrate on the horse, on
Sure,
his
go
legs
ahead.
himself.
Please don't go too near to the horse, thank you. I'd appreciate it.
From your position up there, you can see the top part of the leg down to the knee.
Yes.
Now, that is straight, and then his leg comes out this way and
Right.
curves back in at the hoof. I have to take that, drop a plumb line, so to speak, down and position that hoof under that leg. So therapeutically, I'm supporting the hoof, giving him a foundation to stand on.
How long have you been doing this kind of work, sir?
My career goes 15 years since I started working on
horses. Are you
horses.
licensed? Are you licensed?
There is no licensing
No.
required, no.
All right, fair enough.
Obviously.
The horse's condition, as he explained it, is that...
He's always been pigeon-toed, Your Honor, since we purchased him off our neighbour.
Okay.
And we never asked for any therapeutic shoeing or corrective shoeing whatsoever.
Were
he
you
said he was
paid for
going
this
to make
job,
an
sir?
adjustment.
Yes, I was.
How much?
$65.
Did you inform him? Did you inform him that...
Yes, I called him, Your Honor, the very day, and he didn't call me back till the next day. My elder daughter took the phone. She brought it outside to me where I was with the horse. We discussed it, and he jokingly turned around and told me he could sell me some easy boots, which
Some
a
what?
horse... Easy boots. They're called easy boots. You pad them out with gauze and you put medication in. For a horse this size to have to walk around in these is disgusting. You knew exactly
Okay,
what you did.
The objection
Exactly.
I have to that is the timing and such. It was days before I called them to find out what was going on because of the rumors getting around the
No,
neighborhood.
Your Honor.
Lying.
He's lying.
Wait.
He's
Only one at
totally
a time,
lying.
one at a time.
Back to the $65, it was refunded to them.
This is your letter to her, sending the check for $65, which you apparently did not cash.
No, we didn't,
we
Your
didn't.
Honor, no.
Okay. And you, sir?
I'm a professional farrier.
Did you examine the horse?
Yes, sir. I treated it medically. The horse was, at that point, on February 10th, was a cripple horse. One step away from actually bleeding to death. The foot was cut so short, should he have stepped on a rock, he would in all probability have bled to death.
How long have you been a farrier?
25 years.
And is it true that you don't need a license to do this kind of work?
No, sir, but it certainly would be recommended that you are one or a graduate or certified.
And which are you, if any?
Both.
Both?
Yes, sir.
You want to give me your
Certification.
version of what happened here, sir?
Okay. Essentially, there are two parts. The horse exhibits a lot of pain, I found out, by
yeah,
falling
not
in,
until you
by
started
falling-
Please
shoeing.
don't interrupt him, ma'am.
Sorry,
by
Your
falling
Honor.
into, I'm there and I find this out. When I removed 4 shoeings previous, I'd shod 8 times total for them. On the 4th one, we decided to remove rear shoes. That's kind of a money strategy. It's less expensive if the horse can go barefoot. He experienced a
ridden.
tremendous amount of pain, and we ended up later that day putting on pads and shoes back on his feet. That was a clue. That doesn't make a pattern.
No, he even admitted when he came back and put the pads on, that he had to put those pads on because
Because
he'd
he
been
cut
cut
too short again.
Did you ever say that, sir?
No.
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
I
We
round
both
up-
stood
I
there.
know, you
Okay,
both said
my-
he did, he said he didn't.
My experience is to leave the hooves longer, round them up so they do not chip. They are very brittle. When you pull the shoe off, they're very brittle. They need to be rounded up or they will snap and pieces will come off of them. Because
Sir, I've got a picture of the condition of the hoof. It clearly shows what he did.
Let me see the picture.
This is taken in June. It occurred in February. You can see the deformity where he rasped the hoof so severely. That's where it's growing out.
Have you seen this
I'd
picture,
like
sir?
to, yes, I'd like to add, check the date there. That is June 3rd. The
Yes,
shoeing
I
was
just wrote
on
that.
February 5th.
And
That
that's-
was 4
And this
months
is after.
later.
This is the growth
Right,
period,
there's,
Your Honor, of the
3
hoof.
to 4
How do you
shoeing.
arrive at the $810?
We have actually $510 in receipted vet bills and medications. We can't, we have a lot of medications we used on our own. We also have $300 for loss of use for 2 months.
We were told that we probably couldn't
What
ride
is
him.
the loss of use?
That
Well, he
I
couldn't be ridden.
didn't have
We
a
got
horse to
told
ride.
off the vet he couldn't be ridden for up to 8 months, possibly. But fortunately, we are able to ride him. We're bringing him slowly back, strengthening his legs because it totally bowed his legs. What he did, it's like taking a child's toe off. It bends his
This
leg. You can't do
$300
it.
is for loss of use for the two of you?
No, it's his horse, Your Honor.
It's your horse?
Yes, sir.
What do you weigh?
I weigh about 240.
You're not too heavy for that horse?
Not
No.
that big thing.
Okay.
I would make note that with a congenital problem like that, it's a mere matter of time before the horse would lose serviceability. And that is part of my operation, is making that horse
When you say it's
stay
a matter of
serviceable.
time, sir, what are you talking about?
There's no set time. It's a bone deformity.
I
So
appreciate
at a
that. Give me a
time-
range.
Okay. In this case, what he did was concussion on his hoof, probably, on the outsides from being pigeon-toed, caused the bruising that started this whole affair.
All right.
Your shoeing
May I
started
see your,
to
And
affect.
weight
see
on
your,
the horse.
just about, may I see your receipts, please?
Yes, sir. They're attached on that letter that you've
Oh,
got,
okay.
sir. Copies.
All right, what did you want to tell me, sir?
I helped with Karen with the horse. I looked at the hoofs. They were cut way too short. I recommended she call the vet out.
What's your experience with shoeing, sir?
I'm not a farrier myself, sir. I do own my own horses. I've been riding since I was 5.
But how did you arrive at the conclusion that the hoofs were cut too short?
40 years experience. It's
Okay.
pretty obvious. The horse was in pain. He couldn't walk. It was an accident. I'm sure it wasn't malicious, but still and all, the horse was in obvious pain.
All right, we'll
That
take
horse
a-
could not walk.
Take a short recess. I'll come back, give you my decision.
The only thing that broke these two dogs apart was the fact that the Rottweiler ripped Walter's lip off.
She's hungry.
Walter was wailing and screaming and blood everywhere.
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Remaining seated and come to order. This court is again in session.
Well, the plaintiffs brought this lawsuit, so they have the burden of proving several things. They have to prove by a preponderance of the evidence, 1, that the defendant was negligent, 2, that this caused injury to the horse and damages to the plaintiff. And as far as I can see from the evidence that I've heard, the testimony of the one farrier who's had 25 years experience, the amateur person who with experience of taking care of horses and certainly his own, between the two of them, as against the defendant's testimony, with the letter that you sent, sir, it's not exactly an admission against interest, but of course it's a gentlemanly letter, I will say that. You are showing concern for the horse, you're showing concern for the people, and that is as it should be. But it's sort of saying, maybe I did something wrong. But I'm not basing my decision on the letter. I'm basing it primarily on the testimony of the 2 witnesses who've testified. I think that these shoes were too short, made the horse bleed, and caused damage to the plaintiffs. So they have shown me by written testimony, their receipts, plus oral testimony as to what their damages are. My judgment is for plaintiffs for $810.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I fell into a trap, you may say, of there was something in that hoof stewing ahead of time. Some of their evidence showed that, which wasn't presented. But
The only way it could have possibly gone.
It was
the correct
clearly,
way.
it was open and shut. There was no question in our mind. He was in the wrong.
he made a decision on what he saw, I can see that, and I wasn't able to present enough information, and it's a tough subject, hard for him to understand without background knowledge and such.
It kind of gives everybody with animals that get injured the ability to be able to come forward and fight for what's right.